All right. In the last class, we have seen capacitors, and in the capacitors, we have been doing basic problem solving sessions. And I told you very clearly, if you are trying to calculate equivalent capacitance, first I have asked you to watch current electricity part. Okay, if you have watched current electricity part, then you will understand capacitors very well. Without watching this current electricity, if you try to watch capacitors, okay, it will be slightly difficult to understand things. For your understanding to be better, I want you to watch capacitors first and then come back to you watch current electricity and then come back to capacitors. Now in today's class, okay, we will continue with basic circuits. In the last class we have seen calculation of equivalent capacitance part, right? Now in today's class we will try to calculate equivalent capacitance for general circuits. Now for general circuit, your star to delta, delta to star conversion, if possible you can do it. If not, okay, I suggest a basic method that is related to node analysis. Now if you remember current electricity part, okay, so for asymmetric circuits, what is that we have done is, if you have a resistor R like this with another resistor 2R like this, and one more resistor R here, one more resistor 2R and another resistor R like this, I have told you very clearly that what is that you are supposed to do is, you are supposed to connect a V, 0 volt battery, then you have to mark your potentials V like this, this is 0, this is 0. After the first resistor, your potential is V1, okay, after R, from negative side, after, from in this, if it is symmetric, we will come from positive and negative side. Here for a general circuit, you will come only from left to right. So you will mark this as potential V1 and V2. Then you will identify your nodes X, Y, Z. Then after identifying nodes, your node X, node Y, node Z if you take, okay, you will have node X, node Y, node Z. Now your current entering is I, that split into two parts, one is I1 and other one is I2. So I is equal to I1 plus I2, current entering is equal to current leaving. Then this I2 will split as once again into I3 and I4, okay. So I2 is equal to I3 plus I4. Then your I1 and I4 will join and become I5, where this is your I5 current. Then what is that we have done? Okay, we have expressed your current as function of resistors. Okay, according to Ohm's law, your current is potential difference by resistance. So this is V minus 0 by R equivalent is equal to I1 is V minus V2 by 2R plus I2 is V minus V1 by R. Okay, so we have calculated this current like this in terms of potential difference by resistance. Next, for the I2 part, V minus V1 by R, that is equal to I3. I3 is V1 minus 0 by 2R plus I4, it is V1 minus V2 by R like this. And then for I1, V minus V2 by 2R plus I4, okay, your I4 is V1 minus V2 by R, that is equal to I5 is V2 minus 0 by R. Like this we will be calculating this resistances. Now from these two equations, what is that you are supposed to do? Express V1 as something, some function into V, V2 as some function into V, and take these two values and then substitute back into this equation to get the equivalent resistance. This is what we have done in current density resistors part. Okay. Now for node analysis in capacitors also we will be doing the same thing, but except the fact that instead of your current, what is that you are going to have is voltages. Okay, instead of current you will have voltages. So your charges. So you are going to write Q total charge is equal to Q1 plus Q2, and whatever charge is here, Q3 equal to some Q4 plus Q5, something like that. At different points you will take the charges, okay, not the potential. Sorry, I am thinking of something else. Okay, so the light supply is actually distracting me. So coming back, my point is here, what is that we are going to do is in capacitors instead of currents, charge. That's all. That much if you know, that is more than enough. Instead of a resistor you will have capacitor. Okay, so now let us start today's class with that part. Okay, right? Now so what is your heading is your node analysis in capacitors. Okay, right? Your node analysis in capacitors. Now you have a capacitor C like this, one more capacitor 2C like this, then one more capacitor C here, one more capacitor 2C here, one more capacitor C here, right? And you are supposed to find out equivalent capacitance between A and B. Okay, as I have told you, you are going to do exactly the same thing what you have been doing in current density. So your first step is, okay, connect a V, 0 volt battery. In the question will he give this means? No. Okay, next, your next part is, this is your C equivalent. Okay, plus C equivalent and minus C equivalent. Your equivalent capacitor also I will connect the same V, 0 volt battery like this. Okay, now this entire circuit, how much charge it is drawing? Okay, this entire circuit, how much charge it draws? This equivalent also will draw same amount of charge, plus Q total and minus Q total. Okay, then only I can call this to be your equivalent capacitance. Point number 1. Next, many of you could think, those who are directly watching capacitors, sir, why can't I apply Wheatstone bridge? Is C by 2C equal to 2C by C? No. Okay, this side it is 1 by 2, that side it is 2. So you cannot apply Wheatstone bridge here. Okay, so that is not possible. Okay, delta to star, star to delta conversions and all you can use, but that is not a good approach. Why I will tell you, because most of the questions that you are going to get will have symmetricity in the circuits. So it becomes lengthy if you do that method. So this method is easy, but it is a general method. This is for asymmetric circuits. Okay, this method you can apply for anything, but usually for asymmetric circuits you are going to use it. Here this is a symmetric circuit. Okay, to convince you regarding this method and answer, okay, I am going to do this. Okay, right? So now if you are connecting this V comma 0 volt, okay, your total charge is given like that. Now what is that you are supposed to do is, let us say on this capacitor your charge is plus Q1 minus Q1 plus Q2 minus Q2. On this let us say it is plus Q3 minus Q3 plus Q4 minus Q4, okay, and let us say it is plus Q5 and minus Q5 like this, okay. So what is that I have done? Okay, first step is connecting the battery. Second step is, okay, marking the currents, or indirectly it is marking the charges. Now if you look at this point, okay, if you look at this point, from A how much charge comes means, if this is your point A, Q total charge will come through A, right? So similar here also it is kind of nodes only. So if you take Q total, your total charge is Q1 plus Q2, okay, your total charge is Q1 plus Q2, right? Next, if you take this part, okay, if you take this part, okay, your total enclosed charge is 0, okay, in this part as well, because no external branch is connected to this, okay. Of course, important part, we have forgot marking the potentials, okay. I explained this much and I forgot the most important thing. It is V, it is 0, it is V1, it is V2, okay. First step connecting the battery, second step marking the potentials, third step marking the charges, right? So now here Q total charge, if you take the total charge, Q total is Q1 plus Q2. Now from here your Q total is, this is V, this is 0. So what is Q means? It is C into V. So your C equivalent into V minus 0 is equal to Q1. Q1 is C times V minus V1 plus Q2, okay. Your Q2 is C times, this is Q2 only, okay, right. So Q2 is C times, okay, it is V minus V2, okay, right. We know that your charge Q is capacitance into potential difference, okay. So positive charge Q is higher potential minus lower potential. So V minus 0. For this Q1 capacitor, what is your potential difference means? Your Q1 is between V and V1. So that is why it is C times V minus V1. Your Q2 is C times V minus V2. Okay. Sorry, it is 2C no. So I have to put 2C. Okay. So for Q1 it is C times V minus V1. Q2 it is 2C times V minus V2. Okay. Right. Next one is minus Q1 plus Q3 plus Q4 is equal to 0, right. So what is your total charge in this means? Your enclosed charge is 0. Very clearly I have told you, because there is no external wiring. So if you take this yellow color box, within that yellow color box, definitely your enclosed this thing charge is supposed to be 0. So for Q1, from here I can write for from this rearrangement, Q1 is equal to Q3 plus Q4. What is Q1 means? It is C times V minus V1 is equal to Q3, okay, 2C times V1 minus 0 plus Q4, it is C times V1 minus V2. Okay, right? Getting my point? So your charge Q is C times potential difference. Okay, next, coming to this part, okay, coming to this part, if you take in that blue color circle q enclosed is 0, then what happens is minus q2 plus q4 minus q2 minus q4 plus q5 is equal to 0. So q2 plus q4 is equal to q5. Okay, right? What is q2 means? It is 2c times, okay, your q2 is 2c times, okay, I will change the color. So 2c times your q2 is 2c times v minus v2 plus q4, okay, it is c times v1 minus v2 is equal to, okay, q5 is c times it is v2 minus 0. Okay, right? So now you are going to get your v1 as something into v, v2 as some function into v, and you just replace these two back into this equation to get your c equivalent in terms of c. Okay, so try it for a minute. This method is general method. Okay, now exactly similar to this how we have done in current electricity, we are going to do the same here also for symmetric circuits. Okay, first you try to simplify this and get the answer. Okay, so if you are trying to give the answer here, how much you will get, we will see now. C will cancel off, so it's not going to be a tough job. So your v minus v1 is 2v1 plus v1 minus v2. Okay, c times v minus v1 is 2c times v1 minus 0 plus c times v1 minus v2. Okay, all right. So v minus v1 is equal to 2v1 plus v1 minus v2. So v is 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 it is 4v1 minus v2. Okay, check my calculation properly. Hope nothing is going wrong. Everything is clear. Next, here 2c, c if you take out 2v minus 2v2 plus v1 minus v2 is equal to v2. Okay, 2v minus 2v2 plus v1 minus v2 is equal to v2. So 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4. So 2v is equal to 4v2 minus v1. So we are going to get v1 and v2 in terms of v. Okay, right? Right? So now from this we will try to simplify this. Okay, right? Now let us try to solve these equations. Let me add this with 2. 4v is equal to 2 4s are 8v2 minus 4v1. Okay, sorry, 4, I am multiplying with 4 now, 4 2s are 8. Okay, 4 4s are 16. 8v is equal to 16v2 minus 4v1. Okay, 4 4s are 16 minus 4. Yeah, so add this and these equations. So let us add this. I need space, so I will erase it. Okay, so what is that we are getting? 8v is 16v2 minus 4v1. Okay, v is 4v1 minus v2. Okay, simplify this, put a minus sign, minus add this, why to keep minus sign? So 8 plus 1 9v, that is equal to 4 plus 4 minus 4 will cancel off. 16 minus 1, it is 15v2. So 3 3s 3 5s. So V2 is 3V by 5. Now substitute this back and get V1. So your V1 is 4V2 minus 2V. So V1 is, from this equation it is 4V2 minus 2V. 4 3s are 12V by 5 minus 4V2 minus 2V. Okay. So 12 minus 10, that is 2V by 5. Okay. So you have got V1, you have got V2. Substitute it back into this equation. So C equivalent into V is C times V minus V1. So that is V minus 2V by 5 plus 2C times V minus V2, that is V minus 3V by 5. Okay. So 2 2s are 4. You are going to get 4C by 5 plus 5 minus 2 means it is 3CV by 5. So you are going to get C equivalent V as 7CV by 5. VV will cancel off. Your C equivalent is 7C by 5. Okay. Hope everything is correct. Okay. You will have a similar number, exactly similar to this. I think you will be getting 5R by 7 in the resistors. Okay. Mostly it will be reciprocal, I suppose, if I remember it correctly. But you will get same numbers. Okay. Now to check whether this is correct or not, we will go for the symmetric method. Okay. Asymmetric method, you have to mark the potentials like this: V, V1, V2, 0, and then do it. Okay. Right. Next. Your next part is the same question. I will do it using symmetric method. Okay. So if you remember this current electricity video, for symmetric circuits, what is that we have done? We have marked plus V minus V potential thing, and then we are doing the calculation. Okay, right? So let us do that. Okay, right, same question I will use node analysis for symmetric circuits. So I will keep C, two C here, 2C here, C here. Okay, to convince you for the method I am giving this, that's all. Okay, right. Now in this case, once again you are supposed to calculate equivalent capacitance. Now for this method, what is that we have done? I will give a recap in resistors. So for the resistors, what is that we have done is, if we have R to R, one more R here, 2R here, R here, okay, right? If this is A and if this is B, okay, what will happen is, if you connect this to a battery, what happens is, if this is plus V, if this is minus V, I told you from positive side after R if you keep plus V1, from negative side after R we will keep minus 1. Now your current entering I is equal to I1 plus I2 here. If I2 current enters here at this node, it is I3 plus I4. So you can take node A here, node X here, or some node X and node Y. Take two nodes. First equation is, you will connect a plus V minus V battery, no? So I is equal to I1 plus I2. Now what is I means? If you replace this entire circuit with a battery of R equivalent, this part will become plus V minus V. So what is your I means? It is V minus of minus V, 2V by R equivalent. Okay. So 2V by R equivalent is equal to I1 that is V minus of minus V1 by R plus by 2R, sorry, if this is 2R, it is 2R plus I2 means this is V minus V1 by R. Next, one more node if you take, at this node your I2 is equal to I3 plus I4. So what is I2 means it is V minus V1 by R, potential difference by resistance, Ohm's law, V minus V1 by R, that is equal to what is I3? Your I3 is V1 minus of minus V by 2R plus I4. I4 is V1 minus minus V1 by R. Okay, right? So this is going to be your currents. Okay, and you have to express your currents in terms of potential difference. Okay, right? So then you will have only one equation. If you take cancel of R the R's, you are going to get V1 in terms of V directly substituted. Previously we took 3 nodes and we have solved it, but for symmetric circuits now you got the answer only within 2 nodes. Okay, so my point is you can solve the answer so easily like this if you mark the potential symmetrically. So here also I will do the same thing, but instead of currents I will take the, okay, instead of currents I will take the charges, that's all. So if I replace this entire thing with equivalent, this is your C equivalent and this is your minus C equivalent. Okay, right? So now if you connect this with a battery of plus V and minus V, so your total charge is Q total, and here also you will have minus Q total. Okay, right? So you are going to connect this is plus V, this is minus V. Okay, right? So your plus V, your minus V is this way. Okay, right? Next, yeah, for this part after C, if I keep plus V1 here, from this side after C I will keep minus V1. Okay, remaining this entire method is going to be same, but because of symmetry, from positive side after every one step if the potential drop is V1, from negative side after the same step your potential drop will be minus V1. Okay, right? So doing that, okay, this is going to be your minus V and minus V. Okay, right? So now if you take your total charge, okay, if you take your total charge, your Q total is, okay, your Q total is from this side. Okay, first I will take node X, node Y, node Z. You don't need 3 nodes, 2 are enough. So if here you assume this charge is plus Q1 minus Q1 plus Q2 minus Q2, and here if it is plus Q3 minus Q3, here it is plus Q4 and minus Q4. Now your total charge is, okay, your total charge is, okay, Q1 plus Q2 at node X. Okay, at node X your total charge is Q1 plus Q2. Okay, your total charge is C equivalent into 2V. Why 2V? It is C times your C, I mean Q total is C equivalent times, it is V minus of minus V, that is C equivalent times V plus V, it is 2V. So C equivalent into 2V is equal to Q1. Okay, Q1 is C times V minus V1. Okay, here it is C times V minus V1 plus Q2. For Q2 it is 2C times it is V minus of minus V1. Okay, that is your first node. Okay, at node X your total charge is splitting like that. Okay, right? Next, so I need space, so I'll erase this part as well. Now coming to your Y, node Y, at node Y what happens is, okay, at node Y, okay, your Q1 is minus Q1 plus Q3 plus Q4 is equal to 0. Okay, right? So Q1 is, okay, Q1 is from here you can write it as, okay, let's rearrange, send the terms to equal to other side, so that will give you Q1 is equal to Q3 plus Q4. Okay, so your Q1 how much it is means your Q1 is C times V minus V1. Okay, your Q1 is C times V minus V1, that is equal to Q3. Q3 is 2C times, okay, Q3 is 2C times V1 minus of minus V, okay, V1 minus of minus V, plus Q4 it is C times, you have to write from positive potential to negative potential, so it is V1 minus of minus V1. Now if you simplify this entire thing, C's will cancel off, V minus V1 is equal to 2V1 plus 2V plus 2V1. Okay, V1 plus V1 2V1, V1 minus of minus V, it is V1 plus V, multiplying with 2 you will get this. Now from here send this to other side, V minus 2V minus V is equal to 2 plus 1 4, that is 5V1, V1 is minus V by 5. Okay, right. So now if it is minus V by 5, let's take it back and substitute into this equation. Okay, so Q1 is C times V minus V1, that is V minus of minus V by 5 is plus V by 5 plus 2 times V plus V1, so it is V minus V by 5. Okay, so simplify this, you are going to get C equivalent into 2V. C equivalent into 2V is equal to 5 plus 1 6, so it is 6V by 5 plus 2 times 5 minus 1, it is 4V by 5. Okay, so 8 plus 6 14, so if you are simplifying it, C equivalent into 2V is equal to 14V by 5, V will cancel off, 2 1s 2 7s, C is there anyhow, so you are going to get C equivalent is 7C by 5. Okay, now from these two methods you must have understood by now very clearly that both are exactly same, they are not different. Okay, only thing is in cases of symmetry you can exploit it. From positive side after one step if you are keeping plus V1, from negative side after that you have to keep minus V1. Okay, for asymmetric circuits connect a V and 0 volt battery, for symmetric circuits you connect plus V and minus V battery like that. Okay, and then you have to express the total values. Okay, you have to calculate the total values and then do the simplification part. Okay, all right, so this is how you are supposed to simplify and then do the calculations. Okay, all right, so hope you have understood what I have explained and there are no doubts. Okay, so this method is easy only, do not worry. Only thing is you have to watch current electricity first and then come back to this. Okay, and you have to express total charge as capacitance times potential difference, that's all. That much if you do, you will get the complete answers. Okay, right, so that's all for this part. Okay, now we will solve some examples related to this method. Okay, so now what is the method, I will tell you. Now no, we will directly solve applications first because that is the most important thing. I told you, remember, you will get answers similar to current electricity part with slight modifications, that's all. Okay, you will get almost exactly similar to current electricity, but I think it is reciprocal. For resistors how much you are getting, with slight modification approximately you are going to get the same answer. So this is A, this is B. You are supposed to find out equivalent capacitance. All are equal capacitors. Find C equivalent. So that is your question. Okay, right? You are supposed to find out. Okay, right? Now if you are connecting this, okay, to a battery like this, okay, right? If you connect a plus V and minus V battery like this, okay, So from this side it is plus V, this side it is minus V. After 1C, from here if I keep plus V1, this side it will become minus V1. For every step from positive side, take a step from negative side. Now here if I assume from this side it is plus V2, from this side it is minus V2, plus V2 and minus V2 will become 0. Okay, getting my point? So for every step from positive side, take a step from negative side. So like this you have to do. Now once again, okay, identify your nodes, node X, node Y. 2 are enough because we only have V1 is the unknown variable, V will anyhow cancel off. So for node X, what is your equation? For node Y, what is your equation? I will write it. So now your Q, this is plus Q1 minus Q1, plus Q2 minus Q2, Q3 minus Q3, Q4 minus Q4. Okay. Now your total charge that is coming out of equivalent is Q1 plus Q2. Okay. So what is total charge means? Your total charge is C equivalent into V minus of minus V. Okay. That is equal to Q1. Okay. Q1 is C times V minus V1 plus Q2. Q2 is C times V minus 0. Okay, right? Now okay, from this you have to simplify this. Okay, next at node Y, if you take this loop, within this loop your enclosed charge is equal to 0. So Q3 plus Q4 minus Q1 is equal to 0. Okay, right? So Q1 is equal to Q3 plus Q4. Okay, right? Q1 is C times V minus V1, that is equal to Q3 is C times 2V1. V1 minus of minus V1, it is 2V1 plus Q4. Q4 is C times V1 minus 0. CC will cancel off. V minus V1 is equal to 2V1 plus V1. So V by 4 is equal to V1. From this if you simplify, take this back and substitute it, you will get the answer exactly similar to what you have done in resistors. I think it is the reciprocal value. So I think you should be getting it as 7C by 8. Anyhow, let me simplify. C equivalent into 2V is equal to V minus V1. So that is C times V minus V by 4 plus C times V. 4 minus 1 it is 3. 3 plus 4 it is 7. So 8V you are going to get. So your C equivalent is, okay, 4 minus 1 it is 3. 3 plus 4 7. 7C by 8. Okay, your equivalent capacitance you are going to get it as 7C by 8 if you are simplifying it properly. Okay, now do the same thing. Okay, I will help you mark the potentials, I will help you out, but you will get exactly a similar answer if you convert this into a similar part at the bottom also. Okay, right? So I will help you out in marking the potentials. Okay, so this method is easy only, don't get confused. Symmetric circuit means it is going to be same whether you interchange the terminals of the battery. That means from positive to negative, if you keep negative to positive. Okay, right? So now your hexagon if you are taking, okay, just now what is the question? I will add the bottom part as well. Okay, so this is your capacitance C, 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 this is your capacitance C. Okay, so here also you will have your capacitance, here also you will have your capacitance. Okay, right? Now you are supposed to give equivalent capacitance. This is plus V minus V. So follow the same method. Okay, only thing is pause the video clip and mark the potentials and then simplify it. Now if you are doing it correctly, the answer for this question is supposed to be, okay, I don't have it, but still you can do this, plus V minus V. From this side it is plus V1, from this side it is minus V1. Your circuit is same on top and bottom, so I can keep plus V1 and minus V1 here, it is 0 here. Now your total charge Q1 minus Q1, Q2 minus Q2, Q3 minus Q3. So Q total is equal to, okay, it is Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3, okay, right, your total charge. So it is C equivalent into 2V is equal to, okay, Q1 is C times V minus V1 plus, okay, Q2 is C times V minus 0 plus, Q3 is C times V minus V1, okay. So this is what you are going to get. Next, take this enclosed charge, this is Q1, no, so plus Q2 minus Q2 plus Q3 minus Q3. So if you simplify this, minus Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 is going to be equal to 0. So minus Q1 if you take, it is going to become C times, okay, from here Q1 is equal to Q2 plus Q3, okay. So what is Q1 means, it is C times V minus V1. What is Q2 means, C times 2V1 plus, Q3 it is C times V1. So V by 4 is equal to V1. Take this back, substitute, simplify to get the C equivalent, okay, right. So this is how you are supposed to do the basic questions, okay. Now let us try to find out equivalent capacitance of a cube, okay, cube of capacitors, okay. So marking the potentials is the key thing, okay. If you are getting stuck with something, go to my resistors part, current density part, watch the potentials, do that simplification part and then come back to this, okay. This chapter, the circuits part is exactly similar to what you have in current density, okay. Now next is, okay, don't take long time to draw the cube part, okay. First draw a square like this, okay. Lot of people I have seen wasting time just to draw the circuit, then finish off the top part, okay. Then you join this side part, side face, join it like this, okay. Practice this part, okay. So drawing the cube is the most important thing, okay. So my diagram, while explaining I got slightly distracted. Okay, right. Now you connect a cell of plus V minus V. You are supposed to find out equivalent capacitance between A and B, okay. Now pause the video clip, try to mark the potentials and then calculate the equivalent capacitance, okay. I will give the answer, it will be exactly similar to what you have learned previously, okay. Slight modification is that, okay, you will have reciprocal, values, I suppose, okay. Check how much you are getting answer there and you will get the answer here. Now first identifying nodes, node X, node Y, node Z like this, then marking the potentials, plus V minus V. From this side if it is plus V1, from this side it is minus V1. Now in the bottom part it is plus V1 minus V1. Here it is plus V2, here it is minus V2, okay. Now many of you could think that, sir, why are you writing plus V1 here, why don't you write plus V2? I can do that, but the answer becomes still lengthy. Okay, from the bottom part your current your charge, or if current is flowing after 3 resistors you are coming to this. From the front face also same. So your front face and bottom face both are similar to the battery's terminals. So that is why I am keeping plus V1 minus V1, whereas this is at the farthest distance, so it is plus V2 and minus V2. Now if you take the total charge, okay, if you take the total charge, okay, if you take the total charge, okay, right, so your Q total is, it is minus Q total, this becomes plus V, this is minus V, okay, right. So now your Q total is, okay, it is C equivalent into 2V, okay, the total charge is getting distributed into 3 capacitors here, plus Q1 minus Q1, plus Q2 minus Q2, plus Q3 minus Q3, here it is Q4 minus Q4, Q5 minus Q5, okay, and it is going to become Q6 minus Q6, and it is Q7 and minus Q7 on the vertical face. So now first node X, if you take, your Q total is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. So your total charge is C equivalent into 2V is equal to Q1, that is C times V minus of minus V, so that is going to give you V plus V actually, plus Q2 is, okay, C times V minus V1 plus Q3 is C times V minus V1, okay, right. Now at node Y, okay, at node Y, if you are taking minus Q3 plus Q4 plus Q5 is equal to 0, so your Q3 is C times V minus V1 is equal to Q4 plus Q5, Q4 is C times 2V1 plus Q5 is C times V1 minus V2, okay. Next, if you take node Z, okay, here what is that I am doing is, for node Y, your enclosed charge in this blue color loop, it is 0, okay. Next I will take this orange color one, okay, so this orange color loop will have Q enclosed 0, so that will give me minus Q5 plus Q6 plus Q7 is equal to 0, so Q5 is equal to Q6 plus Q7. So what is Q5 means, okay, C times V1 minus V2, okay, Q5 is C times V1 minus V2 is equal to Q6 is C times 2V2 plus Q7 is, okay, Q7 is C times V2 minus V1, C times V2 minus V1. Now from these two expressions, express V1 as something into V, V2 as some constant into V, substitute these two back into this equation, you will get C equivalent in terms of C, okay, right. Hope you have understood what I have explained, okay, right. Now you will have similar answers, exactly same answers, similar to resistors, but I think it is just the reciprocal part. So for AD part C bit, answer is 12C by 7, I suppose. So you should get reciprocal of this. It is for this question your answer is 12C by 7. Your C equivalent is, if you are simplifying it, 12C by 7. Now if you are not getting this answer, okay, that means it's not that you do not know the physics part, okay, the truth is you do not know the maths. So without maths, what will you follow? You will not be able to do anything without basic maths. Okay, so you should at least know how to simplify these equations. I have set up the entire physics part. What you are supposed to do is just simplify these equations, that's all. Okay, right? So marking the potentials, if you are doing it properly, next is splitting the charges and then doing it. Okay, if you are doing current density properly, definitely you will be able to do this. Okay, right? Next, your next part is right. Next is you have capacitors. Okay, now you are supposed to calculate your equivalent capacitance. So now it is plus V minus V between these two ends. Okay, on one of the face opposite ends you have to connect it. Okay, so find out equivalent capacitance. So mark the potentials. So from this side if it is plus V1, from this side it is minus V1, so 0. From this side it is minus V1, from this side it is plus V1, this part will become 0. Okay, right? Next, from this side if it is plus V1, from this side it is minus V1, this part is going to be 0, this part is going to be 0. Okay, now while explaining current density also I told you symmetric circuits, they will overlap, they will do that, do this, nothing of that sort is required. Okay, just simply mark the potentials. Now here look how simple your answer is. So if you take this node as X, if you mark charges here plus Q1 minus Q1 plus Q2 minus Q2 plus Q3 minus Q3. So your total charge Q total is, okay, it is Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. So your C equivalent is V minus of V 2V, that is equal to Q1. What is Q1 means? It is C times V minus 0 plus Q2. Okay, C times V minus 0 plus Q3, it is C times V minus V1. Okay, right? Now this is your Q3. Now it is Q4 minus Q4, it is Q5 minus Q5. Okay, so now your minus Q3 plus Q4 plus Q5 is going to be equal to 0. If you are considering a branch here, so you can express your Q3. How much is your Q3 means? It is C times V minus V1, that is equal to Q4 plus Q5. What is Q4 means? It is C times V1 minus 0 plus Q5 is C times it is V1 minus 0. Okay, so V minus V1 is equal to 2V1, V by 3 is equal to V1. Okay, now express this back into this and simplify. Okay, so you have to get your answer as between A and C. It is 4C by 3. If you are simplifying everything properly, you should get it as 4C by 3. Okay, so like this you can do it. Next, your next question is, okay, try this, pause the video clip, try the answer. Okay, if you just simply keep watching, it's of no use. Next is, we'll take the opposite ends. Okay, now next is your opposite ends. Okay, now Okay, right? So now here, if you connect the terminals of cell to opposite ends like this, in this case, what is your equivalent capacitance? Okay, now bottom three sides it will become plus V1, top three ends it will become minus V1. From negative side, all the three that are connected will have potentials of minus V1. From positive side, all the ones that are connected will have positive potential plus V1. Okay, right? Now if you take your charge as plus Q1 minus Q1 plus Q2 minus Q2 plus Q3 minus Q3, your total charge Q total is equal to, it is Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. So your C equivalent is 2V is equal to Q1. Q1 is C times V minus V1 plus Q2 is C times V minus V1 plus Q3 is also C times V minus V1. Now you simplify this. Next, take this node. At this node, if you are taking this as Q4 minus Q4, Q5 minus Q5, then what happens is your minus Q3 plus Q4 plus Q5 is equal to 0. So Q3 is equal to Q4 plus Q5. Your Q3 is, okay, it is C times V minus V1, that is equal to Q4 is C times 2V1 plus Q5 is C times 2V1. Okay, right? Now you simplify this, you will get V1 in terms of V, you will get the answer. Okay, so take this back, substitute it, you will simplify and you will get C equivalent. You should get your C equivalent as, for this part, how much is your answer means, it is 6C by 5. I think in resistors you are going to get it as 5R by 6. Okay, so like this you have to solve your symmetrical circuit. So when identical capacitors are there, okay, you use this idea of potential. Okay, once again I am telling you, without learning current density part, do not learn this. Okay, you will suffer a lot if you do that. Okay, right? So that's all for today.